I'm your host, Dr. Wolfula, and when I'm not sucking at playing horror fan games, I'm here at the Wolfula reviewing movies. I've said it before and I'll say it again, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my favorite horror movie. The atmosphere, the realism, the soundtrack, the lovingly detailed set design, and the brilliant acting of the family just combined into the perfect horror movie to me.
You damn fool! You ruined the door!
It's like watching a hidden camera show with murder. Eventually, the film was remade in 2003 by Platinum Dunes, and it goes without saying, probably, that I didn't like the newer version as much as the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm not saying I hated the remake, though. It was just sort of bland. It doesn't look like a gruesome work of art like the original. It doesn't help that the remake also takes place in the 70s, so it feels fake compared to the original, which was actually made in the 70s.
Hey man, you believe all that stuff your old lady's hawking me?
Then there's the Hewitt family of the remake, which isn't nearly as interesting as the Sawyer boys from the original. All in all though, the remake is decent, even if Michael Bay produced it. The remake also made a ton of cash, so a sequel seemed likely. You would think, right? Well, you're wrong. Instead, the remake received a prequel in 2006 titled Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. Since this is a prequel, it will probably explain why the Hewitts are eating people and show Leatherface as a little kid whining. Should be fun. Let's watch. I guess we're starting this film really far back. One day at the not-depressing slaughterhouse, a lady working there desperately requested a restroom break.
Boss, I need a bathroom break. Please.
She then proceeded to piss blood all over the floor to save time from walking to the toilet. Then the woman passes out from all the work it took urinating. Some co-workers arrive to check out this crazy shit.
Well, that's what you get for drinking on the job, Slow.
Turns out that we got some more yelling / peeing steaming blood in store for us. All of this leads up to the lady ending her life by squeezing out another life. I kinda wonder if this is a fat joke. The lady was so fat she didn't realize she was pregnant with the spawn of Satan. I wouldn't put it past Platinum Dunes. While foraging for food in the slaughterhouse dumpster, a lady finds the puppet that's supposed to look like a scary baby. The woman decides to keep it and takes the kid to her giant mansion. Why is she digging through dumpsters?
He's so beautiful.
That's the ugliest thing I ever saw.
Says the man in the shadows. After the credit sequence, the slaughterhouse seen earlier is being closed down. The baby Leatherface that was born here is now an employee here, but he just can't bear to give it all up. I mean, it's the greatest job ever. One of Leather's superiors comes down to remind the big palooka that he's not getting paid to do this shit no more. It goes well until Leatherface's trigger words are said.
You gotta get the hell out of here, you dumb animal!
Oh shit, this can't be good. I mean, it was in slow motion and everything. Next we get a scene establishing our young adult protagonists. Of course we get a ton of great, character development here. Basically, these two guys are bros drafted to fight in Vietnam. The boys are heading on a trip to shove off with their girlfriends tagging along, though the younger brother is hesitant to go fight. I mean, who wouldn't if they had this chick around?
Don't leave me.
I ain't ever gonna leave you, beautiful.
Don't make promises you can't keep, future victim. Back to the slaughterhouse, the head honcho is shutting down for good. Of course, Bubba Sawyer, I mean Thomas Hewitt won't have that.
What the hell are you still doing here? Go home, we're out of business. You and your family are the only ones stupid enough to still be living in this town.
Leatherface goes all MC Hammer on this guy's ass. 911 is called in the middle of some leg crushing, but really, who's gonna stop this guy from dying at this point?
Understand you're gonna have to speak more clearly.
I'm your friend, you.
After popping his murder cherry, Leatherface surveys the area for his signature weapon. Aw man, alright, it's coming together now. That just looks natural, don't you think? The only sheriff in Texas comes by the old Hewitt place looking for Tommy. The guy there says his murderer man-child isn't present at the moment. So the sheriff has Tom's shadow tag along to try to find the chainsaw-wielding rascal. There is no way this could possibly backfire for the sheriff.
Stay put. I'll let you know when I need you.
Put down the weapon, boy.
Okay, why would the sheriff leave his shotgun on the dashboard like it was a bobblehead? Well, the sheriff confronts Tom with his tiny baby gun. Then this dude confronts the sheriff with his big boy gun. Guess what happens next?
Shit, I just killed the whole fucking sheriff's department.
At least he didn't say that he was one day from retirement. I'm supposed to say stupid shit like that. The guy who plays angry drill sergeants in movies decides he's got an idea. I totally don't know what it's gonna be. Oh man, this is seriously blowing my mind. Aren't prequels just the best thing ever?
Really think you're something in that outfit, don't you? Here's your pants. Supper's on the table.
The best thing ever. The man who goes by Sheriff Hoyt currently makes it official at dinner that they're eating people now, starting with the previous Sheriff Hoyt.
We ain't never gonna starve again.
Of course, there's one objection to the sheriff's ungodly display.
Charlie, say grace.
You know, we took care of all the prequel shit, so there's really nothing left to see. Regrettably, there's still some young adults that have to get slaughtered. Life isn't fair sometimes. While driving along, Eric discovers that his little bro Dean doesn't want to go to Vietnam where they'll have him set villages on fire. Eric, on the other hand, doesn't understand why his little brother wouldn't want to set villages on fire.
You think I wasn't scared? You think I'm still not scared?
Shut up!
In the middle of this brotherly dispute, the female version of the Terminator commands the kids to pull over. Eric refuses to stop and winds up hitting a cow? Not this shit again.
You're like, cow! Cow!
After the crash, everybody is present and accounted for. Except Eric's girlfriend, Chrissy. I guess Eric has a new objective right now.
Chrissy!
Though that biker broad is still around.
What do you want from us?
Everything. How about we get this robbery thing out of the way?
Really? After all that shit? Really? Luckily, the sheriff arrives just in the nick of time to settle things in an orderly... Whoa, what the fuck? At least read her rights first. While rounding up the kids, Sheriff Hoyt discovers a burned draft card. Nothing is worse than a draft dodger, so the cannibalistic sheriff politely inquires as to who isn't serving their country. Of course, Eric, ever the one to jump into suicidal situations, eagerly accepts his brother Dean's cowardly role.
Well, hey, Dean. Good to meet you. We do know that you're a coward, right, Dean?
The sheriff leaves with Chrissy watching from a distance. Huh, I kind of wonder how she was able to fly out of the car without being, I don't know, dead or at least injured. What do I know? Chrissy attempts to start up this mangled vehicle, but with no luck. Man, I hate it when cars in horror movies don't start. A pickup truck drives up, so Chris makes herself scarce. She attempts to find a gun, but the trucker gets it first. I mean, finders keepers.
Pretty little rascal, ain't ya?
Finders keepers. The sheriff brings his 3 dinner guests home. Tommy takes the suspect into custody, and the boys are held for questioning. The pickup truck also reaches the house, with Chrissy as its unknown passenger. Hoyt returns to the boys, covering Eric's head in plastic wrap so he'll be fresh until supper. During this Black Christmas-inspired suffocation, Dean speaks up and reveals that he's really the draft dodger.
It was my draft card! It was my draft card!
This saves Eric's life, which is a nice gesture and all, but let's face it, this is a prequel. All you motherfuckers gonna die. Dean is offered freedom by Hoyt as long as the boy can perform 10 push-ups.
I'll tell you what, 10 push-ups stand between you and freedom here today.
Oh, he can totally count on the crazed torturer to live up to his end of the deal. Dean takes the challenge, but it's kind of hard to do push-ups while getting beaten LA cop style. Well, Dean emerges victorious, yet something totally unexpected happens.
No! I'm a man of my word. I'm free to go. I'm gonna fucking kill you! My money says he ain't going nowhere.
Oh, he was going there anyway. Elsewhere, Chrissy requests the help of some biker dude. He's not interested in fighting cannibals today, though. So Chrissy informs the guy that the sheriff shot the biker's psycho girlfriend.
He shot her. The sheriff shot her.
After that, he changes his tune.
Show me where.
Back at the farm, Eric manages to escape and carries his wheelchair-bound brother away. Eric also remembers that there's another female protagonist that needs to be saved, so he rescues Bailey as well. Their escape causes Leatherface's spider sense to tingle, so he gets ready for action. Bailey gets into the pickup truck and starts driving off without her friends. That bitch. Tommy Boy then yanks her out of the truck with a meat hook. Seriously, how fast did they think Leatherface is? Unless he just teleported ahead of her or something. The brothers Dim run into a shotgun-toting Hoyt. The little brother flees as expected, and the older brother asks to get shot as expected. Neither of the two get what they want as expected. Later that night, Chrissy and her new best friend arrive at that murder house. The biker pretty much ditches her from here and heads out to kick some cannibal ass. Oh yeah! Chrissy does find Dean though, so I guess that's something, but let's face it, cannibals don't even want Dean. Though Sheriff Hoyt does want his girlfriend Bailey.
I love you.
What will his wife have to say about this?
Here's your pants.
Chrissy enters the house and hides out. As she does this, the biker makes his move by crippling a guy for life. Then the motorcyclist takes a hostage. Bubba hears his adopted daddy's cries and heads out with his chainsaw. Leatherface takes control of the situation and proceeds to finally pop his chainsaw murder cherry in this movie. He also ruins the carpeting of this room forever. It's like chocolate. Tom returns to the task at hand, butchering the fuck out of Eric. His girlfriend Chrissy happens to be watching from her hideaway. For some weird reason, this is reminding me of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. After G.I. Joe is killed, Tommy harvests the guy's face in the start of a tradition that will last until at least 1973. Oh, so that explains what Leatherface's masks are made of. Thank you, prequel. You really are answering all the burning questions. Leatherface leaves to perform his next dark deed, and Chrissy is ready to bounce as well, when she suddenly feels like she's forgotten somebody. Oh yeah, Bailey. Well, it's probably gonna be a while before they have to slaughter and eat her. I'm sure Bailey can wait while you go out and get some help. Oh, okay, I guess you're just gonna do the stupid fucking thing instead then. Meanwhile, Monty is suffering pretty badly from taking that bullet to his knee. Well, since Monty was an amputee in the remake, and this is the prequel, those legs have gotta go. Because we were all wondering what happened to this fucking guy's legs. Oh, and since there hasn't been enough chainsaw-related mutilations in this movie called Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Bubba uses his new signature weapon to dispose of the useless limb. Oh, and the other working leg for the sake of symmetry. Chrissy uses her high sneak skill to reach her tied-up friend Bailey.
They know you're here.
As it turns out, Chrissy's sneak skill wasn't high enough. So now Chrissy is in the same position as Bailey, but she isn't as used to it as her blonde friend yet. The family is preparing to have a nice, pleasant dinner together, but this is sullied by an accusation of incest.
So I guess this one's for the table. You guys fuck all your cousins or just the ones you find attractive?
Hey lady, it's about personality, not looks. After Hoyt shows off his amateur dentistry skills, Leatherface proceeds to join the club of horror villains that have slashed somebody's throat. Major Tom takes Chrissy away from this awful place to take her to a more awful place, but she manages to stab the sometimes crossdresser with a convenient sharp thing that she snagged. So Chrissy escapes by pulling a Sally Hardesty, and Leatherface chases her by pulling a Leatherface. I guess that's kind of expected. Dean finally comes to and has really regained his strength miraculously. In a somewhat ironic twist of fate, the boy gives Hoyt a thorough thrashing.
My money says you're not going anywhere.
I wonder if the sheriff is dead. No wait, he's in the remake. This is the problem with prequels. Leatherface is still doing his thing, likewise with Chrissy. She makes her way into the nearest slaughterhouse because it's just a bad idea kind of day. She finds a dead guy and a phone that's shockingly just as dead as he is. She does happen to find some car keys, but after this discovery, there's a ton of silence. You know what that means, right? There's gonna be a jump scare soon. See, what did I tell ya? Chrissy flees while brandishing a knife. She really couldn't find anything better in a slaughterhouse? While Leatherface is hunting, Chrissy is hiding in what I can only assume is a mixture of shit and blood. Leatherface finds her effortlessly, but he gets distracted by Dean's shouting off screen. This opens Bubba up to a sucker stab. Tommy doesn't appreciate that shit, but he ends up falling for another sucker stab. In the scramble, somebody finally gets chainsawed. It just happens to be Dean. So he ended up dying for nothing anyway. Chrissy flees, then reaches the car and finally drives away. Wow, she actually managed to escape. She even spots some legitimate cops in the distance. What the fuck? How did Leatherface get in the back of the car? Did he teleport? Okay, I guess he took this secret passageway and got to the car before her. Still, why did he let her drive away? Why did he wait to kill her until she saw some cops? It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just a way for stupid writers to create some false hope. So Chrissy is dead, these guys are dead, and Leatherface walks off with an uncredited John Larroquette playing us out.
From 1969 to 1973, the Hewitt family murdered 33 people across the state of Texas. To this day, their killing spree is universally considered one of the most notorious and perversely sadistic crimes in the annals of American history. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
His voice almost makes all this worth it. Almost. So that was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. The only reason to go out of your way and see this is for the origin story. But that's only like 20 minutes worth of material. The rest is just a by-the-numbers redneck horror movie. At least the protagonists are pretty decent and have a story to tell. Too bad the ending is terrible. I give Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, a Thomas Hewitt out of Bubba Sawyer. You darn fool! You ruined the door!
You bastard, I know you got more in there. Oh.